This is your boy Carl Janchis. We are here at Sea Point with one message. Tell me about your book idea. We are interviewing random people for 3 minutes just to ask them about their book idea, their story, and what they want to write. Make sure you follow for more. Yeah. We are back with Tell Me About Your Book Idea. I am here with
Anna.
with you?
Anna.
With Anna. Beautiful name. Anna, how old are you?
11.
11. Tell us about your book idea.
So it can be like a horror story, and there can be. Can I tell you the story of my plan? So there can be a girl, and it's the day before her birthday, and her name's Lucy, and then she gets this doll, and then the doll basically is like a horror doll, and it starts with 10 fingers, and then when all the fingers are gone, all of the family's dead, and then the police show up and they also die, and then the doll also got no living.
Okay, a little scary, but that's why it's a horror. Who's the target audience? For what age are you writing it?
Probably 13 to 14.
Okay, 13 to 14, horror. Have you started writing it, or do you still want to write
I've
it?
written it.
You've written. How far are you?
Pretty much done.
Is it finished? Okay, then we need to publish it in this year.
Yeah.
All right. You know what you do is follow me on Instagram, Kyle Janchis Author. That's my Instagram. Pop me a message, and we'll work to get it published.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. This is just promoting reading and writing. Short 3-minute interviews, or usually like 1.5 minutes. 1.5 minutes. Tell us about your book. I am here with
Mirko.
Mirko. Mirko, tell us about your book idea.
Well, I have a whole bunch of ideas. I'm actually a screenwriter, so I write a whole bunch of
Okay.
short scripts and things like that. But my book idea is basically it's fiction, and it actually revolves around a street photographer who shoots film, and he there's this old man who used to be a soldier back in the day. He used to be a war photographer.
Okay.
And he kind of goes around the streets taking film photography, and kind of in the same way that he did when he was at war. And he kind of applies the same concepts of like war documentary photography to street photography. And he ends up like getting this one young kind of photographer who wants to get into photography, and he kind of like takes him under his wing. And we kind of see the duality of like war photography and street photography.
Is this based on real life or completely fictional?
A bit of both, a bit of a couple of stories, that I've heard of people who do photography. I'm also very interested in like war photography and journalism and things like that. So to kind of see the duality of that, but it's mostly fiction.
So you said you do screenplays. Have you started writing your book yet?
No, just a whole bunch of like concepts, ideas, just kind of writing where I can. But yeah, I got that idea, but I have so many ideas. That's just one of them.
And when do you plan on start writing?
When I plan to start writing? As soon as possible. I think once, I kind of have to be in the right headspace, but I'm writing bits and pieces. And yeah.
I would love to see you published. When you do write, pop me a message on Instagram, Kyle Janchis Author, and we'll see if we get your book published. Do you have any message that you'd love to leave for the fans?
For the fans, do what you love. And if you're into writing and you want to write a novel, there's nothing stopping you. You can start writing today. Everyone has stories, everyone has ideas and experiences, so you can write about anything, and every story is different. So if you want to write a novel, you should definitely start, and you can start today right now.
Yeah, I am here with
Adinda.
Adinda. Where are you from?
I'm from the Netherlands, but the name is Indonesian.
Oh wow, and how old are you? Can I ask that?
Yeah, of course. I'm very chilled. I'm 33.
Oh wow, okay. So tell me about your book idea.
So, wow, it's been a big journey. I first wanted to write a book about why being single in your 30s is the best thing that can happen to you. To inspire women that it's not scary to be alone, but it's this beautiful time to actually learn everything about yourself. But then throughout, I would say, a series of events in my life, I actually found out that we don't necessarily have a feminine problem, it's more a masculine problem in the sense that I think we're all struggling in this world, but men in the sense that the number one death reason for men below 40 is suicide.
Yes.
Which is crazy, right? So I think men are also struggling in society. So instead of writing a feminine empowerment book, I was like, should I write a male empowerment book? Then I thought maybe that's weird if a woman writes that. And then I thought, you know what it is? Life is about balance.
Yes.
We all have the masculine and the feminine, regardless of your gender. So instead of it being a feminine empowerment book or a masculine empowerment book, let it be a book about restoring balance within yourself, and let it not be my story of a self-improvement book. Nothing wrong with self-improvement books. I fucking love them. I read them. But I love fairy tales. I'm the biggest Disney fan. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to write it in the form of a fairy tale. So it's going to be a father, my dad passed away 4 years ago, who reads his daughter a bedtime story in which she travels through all the worlds, where she learns that life is about balance and that you need the masculine and the feminine. And through these life lessons, eventually, learns about that we have both and that we need both. And that our world has kind of, how do you say that, fell out of balance in a way. I think we're very focused on the masculine, the doing, the always being busy, the being productive, being efficient, instead of the being, which is the feminine. So, yeah, in the form of a fairy tale. I'm already writing.
Tell me, what business are you in?
I'm currently not working at the moment. So I used to work for a software company, and I'm now, and this is totally, well, off topic, I'm now doing a course to become a death doula. Not sure if you know what a doula is. A birth doula helps
birth
women,
doula,
exactly. So death doula, it's on the other side of life.
Okay.
Guiding people towards their death.
Okay, wow.
Yes.
That's I've never heard of that one before.
Yeah, no, neither had I until I started the course.
Do you do any sort of public speaking?
No, I don't.
I think you should.
Thank you.
You're good at it.
I'll
Is
consider.
there,
Thank you
is
so
there a
much.
message that you want to leave for the
Oof,
you're
well,
watching?
yes, and it actually relates to what the previous guy said also. Obviously, always do what you love, but it's about the journey, not the end goal. But let that sink in, because there's a difference between rationally understanding something and embodying it. If you start today, and it's about the journey and it was never the end goal, because if you think about actually, how do you say that? Getting that end goal, it's usually kind of depressing, because what's on the other end? You now reached it. If it's the journey to you becoming that or gaining that or getting there, then you can start today.
Yes.
Because the fun is in the journey, it's not in the end goal. So you can start anything that you want today. Do you want to take piano lessons? Do you want to write a book? Do you want to become a dancer? It doesn't matter. If it's the journey, not the end goal, then we can start today.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Yes.
And I hope you're going to finish the book in this year
Yes, me
and
too.
publish it. If you want help with publishing it, you pop me a message on Instagram.
That's so
Kyle
cool.
Janchis, author,
Yes.
book coach and publisher. And I am here with
Gabby.
Gabby. Gabby, tell us about your book idea.
So basically, it's about this girl, and like she has this complex where she thinks she's like really perfect, and she's basically a narcissist and all that, but like she doesn't show it outwardly. And then one day she just disobeys her parents, and she goes to a concert that she wasn't supposed to go, and then she runs off, and now she finds herself in a lot of trouble. I'm not gonna give it away because it must be a surprise. But she finds herself in a lot of trouble, and then she comes back to reality, and she faces a lot of difficult hardships and stuff, and like a lot of complications because she's not as perfect as she thought she was, and she faces a lot of danger.
What genre is it?
It's thriller.
Oh, okay. And who's your target audience?
Talk.
Is
It's
there age group?
like 15 to 13.
Okay, 15 to 13. How old are you?
I'm 14.
Okay, she's 14. We want more readers and writers like this. When do you plan on writing this book?
I'm currently writing it now, but I'm putting it on hold for school.
Okay. I do want to encourage you, finish that book as soon as possible. If you want someone to publish it, you contact me. Follow me on Instagram at KBJanchis, and we'll get it done.
Thank you.
I am here with
King Silver.
King Silver. King Silver, in 30 seconds, tell me about your book idea.
Wow, that's a sound like a question that you have to bite your nail. Anyway, my book idea is Let's Leave the World a Better Place. It's come from a painting which I did. And this painting is basically it's about to look after the ocean, because we all know that if we don't look after the ocean, what's going to happen?
Yes.
There won't be life.
What's the genre?
Let's leave the. It's a sound of a visionary.
Okay.
A visionary book, which is to tell each one of us to leave this world a better place, because healthy sea is a healthy life. So
Perfect, perfect. He's writing. So tell me, who's your target audience? Is there a specific age, group, gender? Who's your target
ladies and gentlemen, I bet you this is for everybody. You breathe, read it. You got legs, get it.
Thank you so much, sir. Yeah, I am here with
Richard Bray,
Richard Bray. And in which market are you?
hospitality.
It's in the hospitality market. You've got 30 seconds. Just tell us about your book idea.
So I've thought about writing this book for many, many years. Obviously, I've been in the business for 40 years. I've had so many incredible journeys. Some of them great, some of them traumatic, and I was thinking that perhaps I should try and document the life of a hotelier, but I haven't got around to it.
Can you tell me what's stopping you from writing?
Time.
Time is the answer that I get the most. I'm a book coach, so I help people to write, publish, and launch their books. Time is usually the one that kills people. How much time do you think per day you can schedule to write?
I suppose if you could schedule 30 minutes to an hour, that would be more than sufficient.
That's more than enough.
You know what the thing is, we work so incredibly hard that when you do have time, it's actually time.
Exhausted.
It's quality time with those that really matter, and that's the wife and kids.
That's
Do you
very
do
true.
you understand
Yes.
what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
That's the priority. And it's not that those who frequent our businesses don't matter. Of course they do. They pay for us to have the jobs that we have. The family is always number one.
Yes.
So it's then taking 30 minutes or an hour out of that to, in actual fact, scribe your thoughts. And I haven't got around to doing that.
Yeah, no. As long as you have your priorities in order, that's important.
I do.
If you do want to write your book and time is the problem, I do recommend that you either get a book coach or you start by planning your book. So you sit down, just figure out, structure everything that you want to write. What are the key points you want to address? Who you're talking to? All of those things. Once you've got that, you'll find that 15 minutes a day is enough. And as long as you're consistent, that book can be done within the year.
Okay. I shall put that into my headspace. I'll probably get around to it. I need to find a book coach.
Well, yeah, you got one. If you, is there anything that you want to leave? A message that you want to leave?
No, keep the faith, keep the focus. Starve your distraction.
I like that.
How's that?
I love that.
Right.
If you do have a book idea, please leave it in the comments and I'll see if I can get to it. I am here with
Rory Sang.
Rory Sang. Rory Sang, tell us about your book idea.
My book idea can be about the drugs.
Okay.
About drugs, because I've noticed, especially in Cape Town, that most young ones, they leave school, they staying in street, they because of drugs, they using drugs. So I feel very shame and painful when I see people, especially children, young ones, don't have future because of drugs.
And tell me, who's your target audience? Are you writing to a specific age group?
They, especially the young ones, the youth.
Okay.
Yes, especially the youth. They are very feeling very painful.
And when they read the book, what do you want them to get out of the book?
I want them to read, to have a bright future. Yeah, to obtain their to obtain their future. You know.
And how long have you had this book idea?
Now it's been. I was not preparing about this. Now it's been a long time because now drugs they are continuing. It's a lot now. It's a lot, and no one who try to help them or who trying to encourage them, because that drugs are very dangerous. Yes.
Okay, my main question is, why have you not written this book yet?
I will write it. I will try my best to write it.
Please, I want to see that book come out this year. It's very important, especially for, as you said, for the young people. We want to make sure that they live better lives. I am here with
David Martin.
David Martin. David Martin, well, what kind of work do you do?
I'm a pensioner at the moment.
a pensioner. God bless all our pensioners. Tell me about your book idea.
Well, I was always thinking of writing about myself, autobiography. Yes.
Anything specific that you think people might enjoy reading about?
Life journey, how you started out in life and how you end up in the middle, not end up, but what happened to you along the way.
And
The best thing that happened to me is I found Christ in my life.
oh, beautiful.
Yes.
Okay, beautiful.
And I would use the opportunity to tell everybody to think about what's the meaning of life. And the greatest meaning I found that without Jesus, there's no meaning in life. Now, if I had to write a book, I would write about where I started up, how I grew up, and ultimately what Jesus means for me in my life. Yes.
And who's your target audience?
Our target audience.
In age group?
If in order in the event of talking about the Lord, I would say that there's no age group. See? The whole world is your target group, basically, because the message is for everybody. Yes.
And two more questions. The first one is, why haven't you started writing yet?
Well, I haven't started. To be honest with you, I don't know. I really don't know why I haven't started writing. Maybe the motivation wasn't there. Everything is in my head, but I think it's important to write down things you feel every day.
Yes.
I haven't even started. I don't even have a diary myself. I have a diary on my phone, but there's also basically things that I want to read. I haven't come around to read those things. So I think even if I didn't do it, it's a good idea to have a diary,
Yes.
simple diary, so that it summarizes your life
Yes,
on a daily
of course.
basis. Yes.
I really do hope that you're going to write your book. So my next question is, when do you plan on starting?
To be honest with you, I didn't even think about it now that I found you. I saw you on the beach, and I think I must actually think about it.
Please do.
I actually didn't want to come to the beach now, but maybe this is the purpose why I ended up in the beach. To listen to you,
Yeah.
for some sort of motivation.
I really do hope you're going to start. If you are struggling with starting, I've got a video on YouTube called How to Start Writing Your First Book. It's all about planning. Like you said, you've got so many ideas in your head. I encourage you to start by planning, write down everything that you want to say, and then you put it into a structure or framework. Before you start writing, it will make writing so much
Can
easier.
I ask you something?
Yes.
What is the reason behind you going around, and why do you want to motivate people to write about themselves?
So I've got a book coaching business where I help people to write, publish, and launch their books. I mainly work with pastors and Christian leaders, so that's my target audience. But also, I just want to promote people to read and to write their books because I believe books will change the world.
No, I agree with you.
Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate it. And if there is anybody who has a book idea and they want to write it, please leave your idea in the comments, and we'll see if we can get to it. Thank you so much, sir. I am here with
Sibusiso.
Sibusiso. Sibusiso, tell me about your book idea.
My book idea is about my parking here.
Okay.
Yes. I'm parking here, I'm keeping everything safe. People give me blessings, I bless them back.
I love it. I love it. How long have you been doing this?
For about 3 years.
3 years. Wow. Anything interesting that you might have seen?
A lot of interesting, the love that people give me back, and the love that I give them also back.
I love it. I hope that your business is going to be blessed. When do you plan on start writing this book?
Whenever I get the opportunity, maybe by June.
June. Okay, good. If you start by June, then by December you must publish.
I don't have publishment.
You don't need publish money. There's people that will do it for free. If the story is good, they will do it for free.
Okay.
Awesome. I really hope you're going to write your book. Is there a message that you want to leave to the people?
Let's keep everything safe. That's what I want to leave.
Keep everything safe. We are back with Tell Me About Your Book Idea, Day 2. We are now in Kalk Bay. We are about to ask people, random strangers, to tell me about their book idea. Let's see what ideas people have. I am here with.
Sophia.
I'm here with Sophia. Sophia, tell us about your book idea.
Okay, my book is called Both, and it's about a little girl who's both black and white, and she's kind of moving through the worlds. Not saying that she's one or the other, but that she's both.
For which age group is it?
I'd say 5 to 8.
Where can we find your book?
It's coming. Be patient.
Okay, not yet published.
Not yet published.
How far into it are you in the process?
I don't know. Talking to publishers. We'll see.
Okay, so you're talking to publishers. Are you self-publishing or traditionally?
I'm talking to traditional publishers.
Okay, I really hope that the book comes through. If you have a message for kids or people who want to read, teenagers, just people in the literary world, what would that message be?
Yeah, find the book that you want to read. It doesn't matter what other people like. Find what's interesting to you.
And when do you hope your book is going to be published?
2027.
2027. I like that. Please, Sophia, right? Please make sure you follow Sophia. What's your socials?
Oh gosh. Sophia Cozzolino. Instagram. That's my Instagram handle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sophia Cozzolino, Instagram. You need to please follow so that when a book is released, you have access to it.
If I was to write a book, maybe it would be about children who are in difficult situations, finding solace, finding an escape, finding their peace and their way out of their difficult situation through reading, through books.
I love that idea. That's beautiful. Do you have a last message to leave with the fans?
Read. Don't stop reading. Scrolling is not reading. Make sure you have a book in your hand, paper. It's tangible. You can hold on to it. It's beautiful to read and to make sense of what is in the book.
I am here with
Saima.
Saima, what kind of work do you do?
I work in education, so I advise governments on educational policy and practice in their countries.
And how do you feel about reading and writing?
I love reading and writing. It's the most important skill and most basic skill. We should all have it.
And do you have a book idea you'd love to share?
I do not have a book idea currently, but I'm sure if I thought a little bit about it, I might get a book idea.
What if you had to leave a message for people with regards to reading and writing? What would that message be?
I think that everyone should spend at least an hour a day reading or writing if they're creative, because reading allows you to escape into different worlds and helps you to build your imagination, your vocabulary. So it's a really important activity to participate in, not just for children, but for adults as well.
And what's your favorite genre to read?
My favorite genre, I would have to say, I do like, that's a good question actually. I like children's books a lot.
Okay.
Since I'm in education, I prefer children's books.
When you say education, are you a teacher or
I used to be a teacher. I taught grade 1 in the US.
Okay.
But now I work with an organization that works with governments on their education policies in their countries.
Okay, perfect. We need to talk because I've got a few ideas for them. What's your last message that you'd love to leave?
I would love to say everyone should read every single day.
Thank you so much. I am here with
Catherine.
Catherine. Catherine, tell us about your book idea.
I really like dolphins and stuff, so I want to have a book about dolphins and tortoises and stuff like that.
Oh my gosh, that's too cute. How old are you?
9.
She's 9. She wants to write a book about dolphins and all types of sea animals, turtles. For who are you going to write the book?
I think I'm going to write it for my best friend, Erin.
Your best friend. And do you have a name for the book yet?
No.
How long did you have this idea?
About 8 years.
8 years.
Yes.
Okay, she's had this book idea for 8 years. She's 9. She's had this idea for a while. When do you plan on writing this book? Can you write?
I think I want to write it this year, but I don't know where I'm going to get all the paper from.
Okay. I hope the mom is going to buy you all the paper that you need and the pens. Yes, so that she can write the book. And we hope that that book is published by 2027.
Thank you.
Do you have a message that you want to leave for people?
No.
Are you a fan of reading?
Yes.
What type of books do you read?
Mysteries.
Mysteries. She loves mysteries. Please, if you do have a book idea, please put it in the comments. Thank you so much, Catherine. I am here with
Shuloba.
say, keep that in. Say again your name?
Shuloba.
Shuloba. Did I say that right? Shuloba.
Yeah.
Alright. How old are you?
I'm 8 years old.
She's 8 years old. And tell us about your book idea.
I'm gonna write about the sea and all the sea animals, and also the coral reef to help others learn about the coral reef and all that stuff.
Are you a fan of the ocean?
Not really.
What are you gonna become one day?
A pilot.
A pilot. But you want to write about the ocean? That's rare. Why?
Because I feel like the ocean's an interesting place, and the way, and I'm also interested in science and math and computers and art.
What grade are you now in?
3. I'm in the 3rd grade.
Okay. And when do you plan on writing this book?
On my birthday specifically, because that's a special day.
Okay. And can you type or you're gonna write it on the paper?
I'm gonna write it on paper.
Okay. Then your mommy needs to buy all the paper and all the pens so that we can make sure that you start writing. Do you have one message for all the people who's listening?
Keep on reading, people.
I like that message. If you do have a book idea, please leave it in the comments and we will see you there. Thank you.